Is this your Wii U? A motionless creature with no use since 2017. Do you want to change that? Do you want your Wii U to be the best it can possibly be by modding it? But what if you're not good enough to mod a Wii U? Well, I'm here today to help you step by step go from making your Wii U from this to an actual useful object in your house. The first step is going to be to put your Wii U's SD card into your computer so that you see it here. Now, on your SD card you should not have any of this. All of the stuff I have here are because I've already hacked my Wii U in the past and I do not want to remove all of the folders. You should have nothing. If you have stuff on it, you want to right click here and click Format. Format will remove everything on the SD card, and you want to format FAT32 specifically. Right, not NTFS, not exFAT. FAT32. Don't ask why. That's just how it works. So then you click Start, and there shouldn't be anything left here. So once you've removed everything from your SD card, you want to come to this website called aroma.fourier.cafe. The link will be in the description for every single website. To download the files for the hack. So what's already selected is already very good for base and Aroma, but when it comes to plugins and modules, which are these are just additional hack stuff that are not necessary, but you can install. So BluePair is, everything is written underneath, but BluePair, it lets you connect any controller, and I mean any controller that has Bluetooth. Inkay is Pretendo. If you don't know what Pretendo is, it's the replacement online for Nintendo Network. SD Caffeine is for hacking, no, modding the game, sorry. So this is to install mods for your games. Screenshot plugin, it's just screenshots. And SwipSwapMe, it's for swapping TV and gamepad screens or mirroring them, which is useful. I've mostly used it for Splatoon to be able to play on gamepad only. Granted, you don't have the map, but you get to play on gamepad only if you use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and select all these. FTPU plugin, I've never had any use for that. So we're gonna go ahead and download all of these. So you just click download, it might do that, yes, and download. Once you have all three downloads here, you go on your main computer and extract them all. So if you don't know how to extract, it's right click and you should have the option to extract. If you don't have the option, you might need an app, in which case I recommend 7-zip. It's free and it works perfectly. So you go ahead and extract all three of these, which should give you this. This is exactly what I downloaded. I extracted them in advance, so I have all three. Once you have that, we are ready to put files onto our Wii U. So what we're going to do is get our SD card out here. So here I have my SD card. Once again, you shouldn't have anything on it. You shouldn't have anything. And we're going to go inside here, inside the first one. So you see I have all three of these, which are the ones I extracted. By the way, you can delete them if you want to. You do not need them. So you go inside and you'll see this Wii U folder. The Wii U folder is what you want to drag onto the SD card. So you go here. I already have, like I said, I already have them. I'm going to replace them. There. That's the first one, and you do the same for the two others, or if you didn't want to add the plugins and modules, for the last one. So I'm going to add these two. It can take a while, but by a while it'll take 2 minutes maximum. So wait for that to happen, and I'll add the last one. Once again, all you need to do is drag and drop it onto the SD card, and you're good. You don't go inside any folders, which you shouldn't have, but you don't copy it into a random folder. It needs to be on the main part of the SD card, what most people will call the root of the SD card. Once that's done, you have finished putting stuff on your SD card. The next step will be to eject your SD card from your computer, in this case Transcend, because I have an adapter to connect the SD card. So I'll eject that. It's safer. You should do it. getting it out on my PC, and I'm going to go put it back onto my Wii U. Once you are on your Wii U menu, you will want to go on the internet browser. You will need internet connection for this next part. You will want to visit this website called WiiUexploit.xyz. It will be written on screen. I can't show it to you because it's on the gamepad screen. So I'm going to type in WiiUexploit.xyz. And it will bring you to this website. Now before clicking Run Exploit, make sure that once it is clicked, you keep B pressed the whole time. The B button will have to stay pressed. So I'm going to run exploit and press B. And I'm staying pressed. I'm still pressing. Do not let go. And you will be here. This is where you want to be after clicking Run Exploit and keeping down B. If not, then you messed up one of the earlier steps and will have to redo it up to here. This next step will be backing up your files on your Wii U in case something goes wrong. So we're going to go all the way down to NAND dumper. If the cursor isn't moving, try the D-pad on your Wii U gamepad. If you're not using Wii U gamepad, the D-pad on your Pro Controller should work as well. So I'm going to press A while I'm on NAND dumper. It should bring you to here. Everything should be on yes except dump MLC. So you can do it. Nothing is wrong with putting yes on this. It just takes a lot of storage. My SD card in my Wii U is 16 gigabytes, and dump MLC is one of the biggest files that there will one of the biggest files that there will be. So probably keep that on no. If you really want to, you can put it on yes. And once you're good, you press A. And you will be backing up all your files onto your SD card. Once that is done, you will be back on your Wii U menu. You can go ahead and turn off your Wii U, get out the SD card, and we'll be back on the computer. Little correction, you have to wait until the dump is done. You'll see it on your gamepad screen. Once the dump is done, you'll be back onto the actual Wii U menu and not on this splash screen. My bad, just make sure you don't remove the SD card before that step is done. To finish off the safety measures, you'll want to copy these three files, so cprom.bim, slc.bin, and slccmt.bin, plus otp.bin. Those four, they shouldn't be hard to find if you don't have too many files on your SD card yet. You'll copy all four of these into a safe place in case anything bad happens to your Wii U. So for now, I'm just going to put them in my main folder for files. I'm going to have all four of them in there, just in case. Always have a backup in case something goes wrong. After that is done, you will eject your SD card again, and we will go back on the Wii U. Once you're back on your Wii U, you'll go back on the browser, just like I am here, and go to WiiUexploit.xyz, just like it was before. So I'm going back on this website, but this time instead of holding B, we are going to hold X. It's very important, so click that, and then I'm holding X. That's normal, that's the button to close and open the curtains. It doesn't matter, just stay pressed on X, and you should get to a new black screen. Once you are here, you are going to press A, and you have officially booted into Aroma. So we are going to select Wii U menu and press Y or plus. It's going to set it as the automatic place to boot into Aroma, and then press A. Now you are back on your Wii U menu, and the Wii U menu is now hacked. And you can see that is Aroma notifications. It's using Pretendo networks. I can take screenshots, I can swap the screens, and if I show you this screen here, I have all my hacked stuff. Actually, I can't control it from here. you should have this application. So you can go ahead and boot it up to see if it works, which it should. And here you can check if the installation is possible. And then you will hit install/update. Yes, you do want to install it. I know it says it could permanently damage your console, and this is, if you've done stuff wrong, this is where it's bad. But we made a backup. That's why we made a backup, in case. So I'm going to click install. And it's going to be installing the payload, sorry. Okay, once you have shut down and come back to the WiiU menu, you will click on health and safety information. So I'm going to go ahead and go on it and hold X. Hold X and you should load into the hack. So here you are. Also, I forgot to mention this before. It's not too bad. You want to press Y here as well. So I'm going to press Y here. And you will skip having to choose WiiU menu or anything because you pressed Y. If you didn't, you press Y at that point on WiiU menu. So now you're booting into Aroma. So here you are. Now you are officially in the hack mode. And now we're going to set it, unless you don't want to, we are going to set it so that when we turn on our WiiU, we will automatically be in this mode, be in hacked mode, basically. So you are going to go back on payload loader. I'm so sorry. Gonna click back on here, and here is where we are going to do the magic, essentially. So press check again, and this time we're going to go to boot options. Once again, you have to use the D-pad to navigate these menus. It's just how it works. And switch to payload loader. So I'm going to click A. Now it's going to say to shut down the console, and now when we reboot it, we are automatically going to be in the hacked mode. If you want to go back to how it was before, you go back here, and the option is going to be to switch to WiiU menu instead. So I'm going to press A to shut down the console. Alright, so you will want to put your SD card back into your computer and come to this GitHub page. Once again, the links are in the description. You are going to want to install WiiU extract2sd.zip. Now what this is for, we are trying to get the Homebrew App Store, which is an app that lets you get homebrew apps, essentially. So once I have that file, which is a zip, we are going to extract it. As you can see, I have it here and extracted, and it's with this form of WiiU and stuff inside. So I can just take this and drag it onto the SD card, which you can see I have cleaned to make it easier to understand. So I can copy this. Once again, you'll have more files because I kind of cleaned it up. And so if you want to see your apps, basically you have stuff here. So you can see App Store right there, Aroma Updater, Coupair, and all of these stuff come already installed, and this is what you just added. And here's basically, this is all of the hacking files that you just installed. Once you're back on your WiiU menu after extracting the SD card and putting it back into the WiiU, obviously, you'll see this app icon, which is, in fact, the Homebrew App Store. So you can go ahead and open that up. Once again, I have to go back down. I'm not on Pro Controller, I'm on Gamepad. You can do this on Pro Controller. So once you're going to be in this app, you can see there are a lot of stuff. And you can essentially get anything you would want. So you can see RetroArch. Wait, I'm going to use the D-pad. You can see Doom, Save Me. Save Me is to back up saves and stuff like that and duplicate them. You have RetroArch, that's for emulating, and Enhanced VUE. All of these different apps, some of these eject disk are kind of stupid unless your eject button doesn't work. Pac-Man, and there's a bit of everything, so if there's anything you want, you should get it. Here, this is an important app in my opinion, WUP installer, so you can go ahead and get this one. Another important one, if you want to randomize Wind Waker HD, which I have a tutorial on to do without the Homebrew App Store, this is one of the ways to do it. Get through the Homebrew App Store. It's version 1.1.1, which is one of the newer versions. You can press download on that, and that you can get Pretendo, which we already have, and you just have a ton of different utility apps for basically anything you could want. Also kind of ignore the music, that's funny, but yeah. Anyway, that is it for this Wii U modding tutorial. If you do have questions on specific apps or something didn't work, please tell me in the comments, or if I explained something badly, also tell me in the comments. This is not the type of video I usually make. This is actually, this was made aware to me by a commenter on my Wind Waker HD randomizer installer video, where they pointed out that it was hard to follow, and if you didn't have Aroma, I didn't specify they needed Aroma at the beginning. So hopefully this will help this specific person. And if you want a tutorial on, for example, how to install Nintendo, which is this, Nintendo, which lets you play GameCube games on your Wii U, then tell me. I'd be glad to make another tutorial on how this works. And if you want to know how to install games, you can do so through the app known as Nuspli, which you can find in the Homebrew App Store. Once again, if there's anything else that you want on your Wii U, be sure to check the Homebrew App Store first, and then if it is not there, you can come ask me in the comment section. If you did enjoy, however, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.